we're gonna talk about some leopard geckos today. If you are looking to get a leopard gecko today, watch this video. Okay, this just got cringy. Hey you guys, it's MJ and welcome back to Pet Adventures again. Back again to the Pet Adventures station. As you can see, I have my Exoterras behind me and got my fishies behind me. So today I just wanted to drop in real quickly and talk a little bit about what you can do for your most basic and essential bare necessities setup for a leopard gecko. And this is only if you're starting out and if you don't really know like where to start when getting a leopard gecko. The easiest way to make a setup and still make sure that your leopard gecko is happy. So I have some footage that I'm gonna roll while I talk about this, so please enjoy. So the first thing that I want to tell you guys is that my leopard gecko tanks are 10-gallon tanks. That is the minimum for any leopard gecko, unless you're getting a super giant. There are super giant leopard geckos, and in that case, you definitely want to make sure that you have a bigger than a 10-gallon. So if you're getting a super giant, which is rare, most people aren't going out getting them. I would probably recommend like a 20-gallon or something like that. I do recommend a 20-gallon overall. If you have the space, go out and get a 20-gallon, not a 10-gallon for a leopard gecko. But that was not the case with me. And one of these leopard geckos, which is my girl leopard gecko named Tinkerbell that you guys all know, I did not plan on getting her. So basically the second tank that I got, the tank that I got with her, it all came free. And then the heat mat came free, and it was meant to be, I guess. But I have two 10-gallon tanks beside each other in a corner of my room when you walk in. And so basically I have a mesh top on top of their enclosures. And then I also like to keep misters on hand. I like to keep some little misters on hand right on top of their cages, and I do recommend keeping that. They don't need a lot of humidity. I think it's only like 15%. I could be wrong. Maybe, I think it's between 15 to 20%, but it's not much humidity. They definitely don't need it. The only time that they need humidity is when they are shedding. That is 100% crucial. A lot of problems can occur if you don't help them out when they are shedding. So definitely want to be on top of that. And if you guys notice that my voice sounds a little weird, I'm getting over sickness and I'm better, but I just want you guys to know that. You want to get your substrate. Substrate should never be anything fine and grainy like sand, and don't use calci sand. I don't care what anyone says. Sand is sand, and it is not good for any leopard gecko, bearded dragon, and many other animals out there. So no sand. You don't want them to get impacted. So what I use is a carpet. You can use the green carpet that they have, reptile carpet. You can get those at usually any regular pet store. So what I have is I have a fake sand carpet. Some people have yelled at me on the comments because they think it's real sand and they were too ignorant, and it was kind of funny. I was like, yeah, you should probably kind of think about that before you say it. But anyways, I use fake sand, which is just a carpet that looks like sand and isn't sand, obviously. The next thing I would say is important, of course, is the heat mat. You need to get a heat mat when you're setting up your first leopard gecko tank. 100% necessary. They can't live without that. They need that belly heat after they eat. That's how they digest. I do live in Florida, so it doesn't get cold for them, but you need to always have it in their tank. And I do recommend a thermostat attached to it. Currently, I don't have one, but I do recommend it. And you know, it's just to monitor and make sure that everything's going good with your heat mat. So the next thing I would recommend after you get your heat mat is you want to get a few hides. Now this depends on if you got a 10 or 20 gal, but if you have a 10 gal, minimum set of hides is 2. My leopard geckos like to use at least a hide on the cool side and then at least a hide on the hot side. So you definitely need that. And they don't always use hides just because they're scared. That is a big reason why they use it, but they also use it just because sometimes they like to get away from the light. Sometimes they are nocturnal, so very, very important. It's just a little place for them to hang out. A next thing I recommend is when you find out where your leopard gecko likes to poop, they will have a set of places that they only like to poop, kind of like cats, I guess. When you find that out, start putting a paper towel in that spot. I do this all the time and it works great because then they'll poop on that spot where the paper towel is at, and then you can just throw it away and replace it with another paper towel. So I do recommend doing that. It is optional, but it helps. And of course, another thing I do recommend is, obviously, you need a water bowl. Pretty easy stuff here, people, don't you think? But you'll need a water bowl, of course. I would say don't get a really, really deep one if you're having like little babies and stuff like that. They should be fine, but just make sure it's not super duper crazy deep. Leopard geckos also hate water, so you don't want them to have to step in the water to drink it. So, and then you'll need a calcium bowl. A lot of people, I noticed when I was first finding out about taking care of leopard geckos, it was 100% needed that everyone has a calcium bowl. And then now I look at the care videos and a lot of people forget to mention that you need a bowl of calcium at all times. So I do absolutely recommend it. 100% needed, and you can do this with a lot of other reptiles too. Keeping a calcium bowl is never going to harm any reptile. It helps them have nice strong bones. So they don't need any special lighting. There are some people who would tell you that they do, but they don't. They get their vitamin D3 from their calcium. And you also, of course, want to sprinkle that calcium on their crickets when you feed it to them. You can do that every few feedings. It doesn't have to be every single feeding. And obviously they have the mealworms. You can do mealworms about once or twice a week. And that's basically it. That is a 100% basic setup. There are other things that you can use for substrate, as such as like tile. You can use tile, carpet, paper towel, anything that is something that they can't ingest and get in their mouth. As long as it's not going to do that, it's fine. My rat's making some noises over there. But yeah, I hope this helped you guys. That's a basic setup. Of course, you can accessorize it any way you want, but that's just, to help you when you get your first leopard gecko. Another thing, you guys, is I do have some P.O. box mail that I didn't open around Christmas, and I'm so sorry. I don't check my P.O. box enough, I suppose. And if you guys do want to send me any mail, don't forget that the P.O. box address is down below in the description. But I got a Christmas letter, a small Christmas letter that I forgot to read, and I thought that I kind of opened it already just to make sure that everything was okay with the letter. But yeah, I thought we could kind of look at it. So this is from a fan. That's them there. I hope they don't mind, but they have a little guinea pig here, which is super cute. A little Merry Christmas card that says furry and bright. It's really cute. Or may your days be furry and bright. And from our fur family to yours. Aw, it's cute. And they wrote something on the back here. I hope they don't mind, but it says, Merry Christmas, we love your videos and love to watch them as a family. Thank you for your great info and sharing your love of animals with all of us, from our fur family to yours. So that's really nice. Thank you guys so much. I love this. I will have this in a safe place. So it's very late, but Merry Christmas. Well, I hope you had a Merry Christmas, and yeah, I really enjoyed these things that you guys give me, so thank you so much. I also wanted to make a shout out to someone named David Whitaker and his kids, Misha, Nadia, Wesley, Miles, and Kern, because he sent a very generous donation of, I think, about $30, which you can donate if you want to help my work here on Pet Adventures. You know, you don't have to, but it's something you can do if you feel like it. So on my website, if you guys want, you can donate, and it was very generous, and I couldn't believe, you know, that someone had donated. So that's my first donator and big supporter, and I enjoy that. I mean, that's really nice. And you know, you can always buy like a sticker or something. If you don't ever want to donate, you can buy like a Pet Adventure sticker that is also on the website. So yeah, I really enjoyed that, and I just wanted to give them a shout out as well. So back to the video now. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm gonna go now and have myself a big DP. This is a big bottle. I love it. You'll have to excuse my dorky awkwardness. That happens a lot over here, if you haven't noticed. And yes, I do act this way in real life, so yeah. Drink me some of this. But before I go, please give me some feedback down on this video and let me know how things went, and you know, for your new leopard gecko. So please subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and give this video a big thumbs up, especially if you love pets. And I'll see you guys next time.